Hello, real estate investors. Welcome back to the 7 Steps to Guaranteed Private Money Loans series. This is Ray Burkhalter with REI Funding Partners, LLC. And today we are on step 1, which is find the right project. So the first thing in finding the right project is understanding which kind of properties you want to buy. And in the industry, sometimes that's called your buy box. So some of the things that would identify the property that would be your buy box could start with the location of the property. What area is it in? And it could be as specific as a certain zip code, but being really clear on where you want to be looking for your properties. If you're looking all over, you'll have a lot of things to filter through, and you'll probably find a lot of properties that are not the right fit, and you may not even know that it's not the right fit until you do the project and you realize you can't sell it even though you fix it up nicely, or it doesn't rent well. So that's location. Next is age of the property. Your rehab project can be very different depending on if you're looking at a 1930s and 40s house or a 1980s or 90s house. So the more clear you are on what age matches up with the kind of renovations you want to do and again, the resale potential or the rentability, that's really important. So just thinking through that and knowing what your target is there. Next, the size of the property. So the square footage in a range. I know from personal experience of rehabbing properties in the past, it's a big difference between a single level 1,400 square foot and a 2-story that's 2,500 to 3,500 square feet. It's a much different project, how long it takes, how much it's going to cost. And so knowing where you want to be for your rehab crews to get in and do the best job and for maximum profitability, the size of the property is very important. Then the rehab level. So some people like to go in and just take things down to the bare studs and start over. And they have the crews for that and they have the time for that. Other people prefer projects that are more like, let's replace the roof, let's replace the HVAC, let's do some paint and maybe replace the flooring. That's a faster and less intensive rehab. So understanding the rehab level that works best for you and then putting that in your buy box is going to be really helpful. And then last but not least, the ARV as a range. So what after repaired value are you shooting for? Knowing the price range that resells really good in your market is going to be helpful. In some areas, if you get too low with the price range, they're harder to get financing on. In other areas, if you go too high, you don't have enough of a buyer pool. So understanding the ARV range that works for you is going to be tremendously helpful when you are choosing your property on the front end. Next, with finding the right project is knowing your profit level. So if you're in this as a rehabber, and let's say you want to make a 6-figure income, you need to understand what is the target income per month you'll need to make gross in order to make the 6-figure income salary that you want to make per month. So understanding that is point number 1. And then point number 2 that goes hand in hand is, what's the minimum profit per deal that you need? Here at REI Funding Partners, we funded hundreds of deals, and we know that sometimes people come in and they're not really clear on what profit they should be making on the deal, and they may bring one to us that's only a $10,000 or a $15,000 profit. And in most cases in today's market, that's just not enough for the time and the energy and the risk that you're putting into doing the deal. So running the numbers for yourself and understanding what your minimum profit per deal is very important to knowing if you're finding the right project for you. And then finally, and very importantly, for finding the right project, you need your marketing plan. Here we teach something called the 6-figure marketing plan for rehabbers, and that includes an online strategy, which has things like being in Facebook groups with investors, being on BiggerPockets, which is a good place to connect with other investors. LinkedIn can be a good place to find other investors that might have deals to wholesale to you. And other things like that can be part of your online strategy. Doing Facebook Live videos while you're on your project can really help for getting other projects in and for getting your current project sold if you're wanting to flip it. So having a good online strategy is important. Your offline strategy is, there are multiple things to that, but just generally speaking, the quick thing about an offline strategy can be investor-friendly real estate agents and good wholesalers. So everything that we teach in that six-figure marketing plan for rehabbers starts with the low-cost method. Instead of spending a lot of money up front, get things working smoothly with a low-cost approach first. So you can definitely do that with an online strategy that's low cost, and then having key players on your team for your offline strategy. And then once you've got your marketing plan in place, the big thing is accountability. Check in weekly to make sure that you're following through on the marketing plan that you set out that's going to support the income level that you want as a six-figure rehabber. That's it for this time. If you have any deals that need funding, let us know. If you're looking for a network of investors to help build your business, we have an Inner Circle network that is great, and it's no cost. If you're looking for some education on the 6 steps to six-figure income for rehabbers, you're in the right place. You can email info@reifundingpartners.com, and you can get access to the Inner Circle webpage with all the content there. We have a Facebook group from our REI Funding Partners page. You can join that through the Inner Circle webpage. We do a lot of things here to help educate and provide resources for real estate investors. And so we hope you take advantage of those. We look forward to meeting you and helping you succeed in your business goals. So we're here for you. Until next time, take care and God bless.